Hey, hey. Woo. That was the sun doing all that there. Yeah, I got this real good curly thing going on up here. So, anywho, I want to talk to y'all a little bit today. And also, I hope you have voted. I just voted. So make sure you take time out to go vote. Today is the last day of early voting. So get somewhere, get at somebody's poll, wherever you are, and go vote today. Okay? And if you are like me and you love number 44 and you got stuff like this going on, where, you just buy all this kind of stuff, purses, stuff like that. Can you see that? Yeah. Well, I love 44. So you cannot take that into the polls, okay? Because it has political figures and that kind of thing all over it. So they're going to ask you to go back to the car. So to save yourself some time, just go ahead and leave your purses and all that good stuff in the car if you have things like I have. Yeah. Okay, because they're going to ask you to do that. So to save yourself some time. And also, I think that was all I was going to say about that part. But anyway, good afternoon rather. And I wanted to just say something. I heard a video yesterday, and it was two very smart young ladies that are very successful in their businesses, and they were talking about pretty much everything as far as what you need to do in order to have a successful business. And I also want to have a successful life, right? And so that's why I mentioned what I did in the let me turn this down a little bit. I mentioned what I did in the subject matter, that it ain't nothing sexy about being the best kept secret, okay? And so that applies to whatever is going on in your life, whether it is your business, because you can't be successful in your business if nobody knows about you, right? And as well as your personal life, because if you are a secret to someone that is in your personal life, then what is your purpose in their life? I mean, if you are the best kept secret, so you already know that there are limitations that are going to be set on you. There are things that you are not going to be able to do, right? There are things that you're not going to be able to say, put your foot down and demand things to happen for you in that relationship, whether it is your personal life or your business life. So let's stop being secretive about who we are and what our role is in our day-to-day lives, because I mean, what is that going to get us? Nowhere. And I thought about that, and I'm like, man, we always fear so many things in life, and just showing up and being consistent was one of the other things that was brought up. And we have to stay consistent to be relevant, right? So consistency is a big part of your success as well, as far as your business, how often you show up, because it was like one question was asked, like, well, how often should you show up? And so the answer to that was with a question: how often do you want to get paid? Okay. And I was like, that makes sense. That makes sense. And so how often do you show up in your personal life? How often do you want to be seen with this person that has you as the best kept secret? You can't be seen too many places, public places and that kind of thing. And don't be okay with that. You don't have to be okay with just, well, long as I got him, or, long as I got a piece of him or a piece of her, or whatever the situation may be, because those types of relationships never, ever end up well, right? Because somebody's feelings are always going to get in too deep, deeper than the others, and then, you're going to have an issue because whatever the wifey has, or the girlfriend, or whatever, whoever, boyfriend, husband, whatever they have, you're going to want the same thing. I know I am. If your wife got a house, I'm going to want a house. Your wife got a brand new car, I'm going to want a brand new car, okay? So, the thing about that is, we have to stop accepting just whatever and settling for whatever. You know what I mean? Because it's time out for that. It's so much out here for all of us to have. And nowadays, people don't want to be the cake that you eat too. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I don't want to be that cake that you eat too. Just let me be the whole cake. And that's it. Because I was listening to the live, and it was just so much that was said in that video that I just probably need to share it on my page. I need to go back and try and find it, but I think it's because it's in a private group, I can't share it. So there you have it. So anyway, I just want to pop on here and say there is nothing sexy about being the best kept secret, whether it is in your personal life or whether it is in your business. Because what I was thinking about as far as where I am with in perspective to my business. Author, speaker, writer, that. And I'm like, have I been showing up consistently? So you have to sit back and ask yourself these questions, evaluate yourself, and like, okay, am I the best kept secret? Does anybody know about what I'm doing? Does anybody know that I'm an advocate to end domestic and sexual abuse? Who knows that? Several of you know it, right? And it's like I have to open up my mouth. When I'm riding around in my vehicle, I open up my mouth and I talk to people and I let them know, what it is that I do. Because I'm just like, hey, what you got going on? Because if you're doing anything in that industry, in that market, hey, I need to know about it. I need you to know who I am, right? And me know who you are, so we can build a relationship in this thing, so that we can do this together, collaboratively, right? So that's basically what I want you all to know today is don't be the best kept secret. I've been on every side of the fence, right? And I've been a secret. I've been the one that everybody knew about too. But I don't care to be the secret. I really don't care to. So, but anywho, it just all depends on, I guess, you as an individual. Because we want more. We want things to be the way we want them to be. Well, let me speak for myself, because I'm the one that I've always been taught to be very independent, and so I feel as though in my life I dominate a lot of things, which causes problems sometimes, because women now are dominators. They love being in control of things, and so when you have situations to where the woman is like the dominant person, not so much just that she's making the money, which a lot of them are making lots of money these days. So hey, women, like I keep saying, women are no minority anymore. Okay, so but anyway, I just want you all to be aware that whatever it is that you're doing in your life, whether it be your personal life, your business life, don't be the best kept secret, because that's not going to be good for you in any way. We gotta be able to come, show up, be consistent, and let people know who we are and what we're doing, so that when things come about, someone can say, "Oh, you know what? I know somebody that's doing that. That's Sean, the sunshine chick. I know somebody that's doing that. She's always talking about domestic violence, sexual abuse, that kind of thing. Yeah, let me tag her on this, because she's into all of that. That's what I want to do. That person, right? And so that's how a lot of things have come about for me, because of the fact that I'm always talking about this thing. I'm always talking about sexual and domestic abuse. I'm always talking about healing from sexual and domestic abuse. I'm always talking about how you can be better yourself, and that kind of thing, and surround yourself with positive people and that kind of thing. So that's how my name get on a lot of things that come up that people are having, because I show up in that manner. Now, what I need to do is show up consistently, because if I want more speaking gigs, right, I need to show up all the time. I'm just showing up every blue moon, so I'm just like, oh, okay, thank you for that little nugget. I need to show up all the time. Guess what? Y'all gonna see me more often. Okay? You're gonna see me more often than what you have been. So anyway, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Don't forget, right, to go and vote, and let your voice be heard. Don't be silent. Don't be silent. This is your voice. So that, even though as discouraging as it is, and all the things that are happening in our legislature and in politics and things like that, and how all this stuff is going down with 45, don't let that discourage you from voting, okay? Especially my black brothers and sisters, and women in general, because women weren't always voting as well. So go vote. Let your voice be heard. And remember, don't take your political purses and wallets and things like that in there. If you got, Michelle Obama, which I love to death, and Barack Obama and all them, don't take that in the polls, because they're going to send you back to your car. So if you stood in line for a very long time, you're going to have to get in line again, because they're going to send you out. Okay? And so that's all I have for you. I hope you have a marvelous, wonderful, I was going to say a Freaky Friday. I already said it, but, hey, have that too, okay? And have fun. Have fun with your life. Don't always just let everything be about work. Have some fun. Treat yourself to some fun. Spend time with your family, and do something that is going to be of self-care for yourself on this weekend. If it's nothing but just relaxing on your couch or in your tub with a glass of wine and some Kim. How about that? All right, so I will see you guys later. Show up. Don't be the best kept secret, okay? Peace out.